Hey team, Jenny Swisher here. I was asked to share with you a couple of things that I feel like I do pretty well, and so I want to share with you two things today, and that is consistency in the business and constantly engaging in personal development. As for consistency, I feel like, I started this business about 4.5 years ago, and there's one thing that I have for sure done, and that is I've been consistent. And I don't just mean consistent with the 3 vital behaviors. I don't just invite every day, engage in personal development every day, and prove the product's work every day. Of course, those are 3 vital behaviors that I do engage in consistently, but I also make sure that I am publicly consistent, meaning to my followers. So what I mean exactly by that is I'm always sending out a monthly newsletter within the first 3 days of the month. I'm always hosting a business opportunity webinar for my team on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. And I'm always promoting a challenge group around the same time each month, and then that challenge group almost always starts around the same time each month. So that's what I mean by consistency. Not only am I engaging in the business each day, of course when I was working my corporate job, engaging in the business might have just been 10 minutes a day. But I'm also making sure that what I'm putting out there is consistent as well. The second thing that I feel like I do pretty well is I immerse myself in personal development constantly. So not only am I just listening to a podcast each day and reading a book each day, but I'm taking every minute I possibly can, every moment that I'm in, to learn from. So with personal development, I feel like every day I listen to a podcast, typically when I'm walking my dog. So every single day I walk my dog unless it's under 15 degrees, and every time I leave my driveway with the leash in my hand, I press play on a podcast. It's super easy, and it's an easy way to get that podcast listened to and my personal development in for the day. Every single night when I go to bed, I make sure to read at least 10 minutes that night from a book. I don't always read the same book, so I typically have 3 or 4 books on my nightstand, but I'm constantly making sure that I'm reading each night before bed, even if it's just a few minutes. But I'm also making sure that when I'm in different circumstances, whether it's ordering at a restaurant or having to make a call to a customer service agent or dealing with friends at a book club, listening to them and building friendships with them, every moment of my day I feel like I'm paying close attention to the things that I can learn from, things to do and things not to do. So I don't just mean personal development in the traditional sense of engaging in a podcast, listening to a podcast, or reading, but I also mean just in everyday life and every moment. So those are 2 things that I feel like I'm consistently doing, and I wanted to share that with you. Thanks so much for listening.